in Martinique, asking for us to support the ongoing search. As such, a decision was made to deploy one of our vessels into the search area. That departure took place at 1 p.m. this afternoon following receipt of the search pattern from the MRCC. The vessel departed here and has been out, and is still out at this time. It was anticipated that we should have returned about 6 p.m., but the vessel is still there. So far, we have no further word of recoveries. I believe what is happening here, the MRCC, through its coordinating mechanism, would be watching the patterns in terms of drift along the coastline, particularly in the area where this event happened. And based on what they're seeing, they will make a decision as to when to call this operation. I dare say the operation is in a recovery. We have moved from rescue to really recovery at this point in time, as there are no signs, based on the information before me, of any further persons being in the immediate area. That is, live persons being in the area. So I would say, I dare say that the event is in a recovery stage rather than a rescue stage at this point. What I can say, I have interacted directly with the commander of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force, and I know my colleague from the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda has also interacted with his colleague there in St. Kitts, as well as other agency heads. So we are being kept abreast in terms of what is happening on the ground, but we have not had any direct contact. Whether or not something further will happen will depend on the information that we gather from our colleagues in St. Kitts. There are suggestions based on the conversations that I've had with the Commissioner of Police, based on discussions that we've had with other agency heads here in Antigua and Barbuda. There's a host of information that is being shared in terms of possible areas that the vessel would have left from, that is within Antigua and Barbuda. Those suggestions are being investigated at this point in time, and I do believe in short order a conclusion would be drawn from those suggestions. For me to say at this point that there's a definitive point identified, I think that would be inappropriate for me. The Maritime Rescue Coordination Center coming out of Martinique, they would have provided most of the technical support for this and would have provided overall coordination for the operation. They had both rotary wing aircraft in the area as well as fixed wing, and they also had some surface assets, that is vessels, I understand. In addition to them, you would have had the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force through its Coast Guard that was on the scene as well. And you would have had the Antigua Barbuda Defence Force with the Coast Guard, the vessels we have, as well as the aircraft that we do have. Additionally, ABSAR has been within the discussion. That is the voluntary group here in Antigua and Barbuda that supports search and rescue. They have been a part of the discussion as well. And a number of mariners that traverse the region have been involved. Additionally, there were 2 cruise ships that were among the first on the scene when the incident did occur. So you have a wide range of both public and private sector entities that played a role in the rescue.
This is Antigua Breaking News.